Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us with this Winter Working Connections attendee orientation for the 2019 Winter Working Connections. My name is Mark Dempsey, and with me today is Debbie Miller. We'll be your guides on this very brief orientation to let you know a bit more about Working Connections and how it all works. The big picture is this, for those who didn't know. Working Connections is an event sponsored by us. We are the National Convergence Technology Center, and the National CTC is funded by a grant from the National Science Foundation. So that's our funding agency. The National CTC is built on the work of previous grants here at Collin College with PI and Behealer. PI is the principal investigator. As I mentioned, we're based at Collin College in Frisco, Texas, which is just north of Dallas. The CTC is comprised of 8 partner schools, plus a community of 74 colleges across the country called the CCN, the Convergence College Network. One of our grant goals is program improvement to meet workforce needs, and that's where Working Connections comes in. As you can see there, the goal is to invigorate faculty to teach emerging technologies and to offer regular workshops and professional development events on emerging technology and pedagogy topics, which is exactly what Winter Working Connections provides. The goals for Working Connections, threefold. We want to provide cost-effective, cutting-edge training, the newest topics in IT. We want to impact students in your classrooms. The goal here is to take what you learn home with you to your home school and implement it right away in the classroom. And also, of course, a goal is to allow a forum for you to network with your faculty peers to get to know them and to share resources and know-how. Since the first Working Connections event back in the summer of 2002, we've had over 820 faculty attendees over the years and lots of duplicated attendees. A lot of attendees come more than once. So if you look at just the enrollments, the seats filled, that's over 2,000 seats filled since 2002. We've covered over 110 track topics and 37 total events. This is the 10th winter event this year, and the 5th one we've done exclusively online. Now, we don't track longitudinally the winter topics, but we do track longitudinally the summer Working Connections events. So we go back every year to see how what the attendees learned has impacted the classroom. And I can tell you here, since we started doing that in 2008, over 129,000 students have been impacted by topics delivered in summer Working Connections. Over 7,500 sections and classes have been taught, and over 400 new degrees and certificates have been implemented. So the reach and the impact of Working Connections is strong and very clear. So now, after the big picture here, I'm going to let Debbie here talk a little bit about the schedule of the week and some expectations.
Thanks, Mark. Again, thanks everyone for listening to this orientation. Let's just take a look real quick for the schedule for the week. Class starts online at 8:30 a.m. Central, so be sure to allow yourself extra time that first morning to sign on and troubleshoot any problems. We'll stop for a 1-hour lunch break from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Central. The afternoon session will run from 1 to 5 p.m. Central. We'll follow that same schedule, 8:30 to noon and 1 to 5 on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, class ends at 12 noon Central Time. On that day, it is a morning session only. Before the event begins, please be sure to do the following. Check in with your instructor. We've asked them to contact you at least a week prior for any final requirements or details on class expectations. However, if you don't hear from your instructor, please feel free to send an email to answer any questions you may have before December 16th. Read your track page. Any updates or new details we get from your instructor will be posted on your track, so be sure to take a look prior to December 16th. Ask questions. That first Monday morning is always a challenge with everyone logging on and getting settled and troubleshooting problems. If you have concerns, try to get them addressed in advance. Don't wait until December 16th. During Winter Working Connections, please keep this in mind. You may not switch tracks. The last day to do that has passed. Please do not share your classroom link. Your registration is for you only, not your department colleagues. Everyone must complete 2 surveys on Wednesday, December the 18th. There's an overall survey as well as a track-specific survey. This is required by the National Science Foundation. So please do your 2 surveys. If you do not do them, you may be ineligible to attend Working Connections events in 2020, and no one wants that. You must attend every session, both morning and afternoon, to receive your certificate of completion. This is a synchronous class. You are expected to participate in real time. We are asking instructors to conduct a morning roll call and an afternoon roll call, so please be proactive with this so you can get credit for attending. For example, if you're running late, logging on, and class has started, be sure to let your instructor know you're there so you can be marked as present. And if you have to miss, let either myself or Mark know, not your instructor. After the event ends, be sure to use what you learned in your classroom. Working Connections is all about immediate student impact. And if you have a great success, if Working Connections transforms your program, if track benefits your students, whatever the good news may be, let us know so we can report that to the NSF.
All right, thank you, Debbie, for that. This concludes our orientation. Told you it'd be a quick one. There's some information there. If you have any questions, you can call Debbie or me, and there's email addresses as well. If you want to learn more about the CTC, there is a URL there, a bit.ly there for our booklet. Talks more about all of our goals and our mission and our background. And looking ahead to the next event, we'll be running Summer Working Connections here in Frisco in person, July 13th to the 20th in 2020. Everyone who attends winter will be on the invite list for summer, so look for something from us in late March announcing your registration is open for Summer Working Connections. All right, so be sure to let us know if you have any questions. Otherwise, thank you for your time, and we will see you soon.